life look like if you stopped putting things off and just did them? Hello. I am Natalie, and I have been neglecting my routine. So today, I'm pressing reset. Discipline and I have been on a break, but we deserve better. We wish for days like this, for all the things that we have today. But sometimes we get complacent and allow ourselves to slack, falling into distractions, allowing our priorities to take the back seat, our attention spread a little too thin, and before we know it, we look up and things are different. The dust built up, and so did all of those workouts we swore we would start on Monday. Those appointments, they keep getting rescheduled, but my screen time is at an all-time high. Sometimes I get distracted, and I start to slow down. The laundry piles up, I procrastinate on work, I let my hair go months without a trim, I push off working out for the next day, then the next day, then the next day. When I look up, the month went by, and I'm left feeling disappointed with myself. Where did all the time go? What happened to all the progress I made just the month before? The guilt floods in, and it makes me feel hopeless. The hardest part is getting over the shame of starting over again. When you stop watering plants and you hide them from the sun, their leaves become dry, crinkled up, and eventually fall off. All you have is a bare plant. It may look dead, but with a little TLC, you can bring it back to life. When getting back into my routines, I like to start with a plan. I assess where I left off and see what needs to be done. Creating a plan and then physically writing it down always makes me feel so much more productive and intentional. I don't like writing down things on my notes in my phone. I love to write it with a physical pen to paper. I love using a planner to organize my tasks, but especially to track my progress. Writing in my journal, I brain dump ideas, express my feelings, reflect on my day, and write gratitude lists to help refocus instead of sitting in the thoughts of guilt because I was slacking for so long. My primary goal is to create an environment of vitality, the complete opposite of stagnant energy. I'm choosing discipline over excuses and taking my peace back one step at a time. But the most freeing advice I've heard was to drop the drama and stop making these tasks more overwhelming than they are. It comes down to just getting it done, making each moment matter, pushing yourself to do the things that you know you should do, and not letting another day go by wasted from endless scrolling on social media or binge watching TV. Self-discipline is self-love in motion. Our routines are the habits that shape who we are and how we live. The crazy thing is, I actually like doing my laundry and staying consistent with working out. I like walking and reconnecting with nature, finding new cafes that are low-key, where I can catch up on work. One of my favorite things to do is my hair, so of course I enjoy spending endless time trimming my ends. After getting into the groove of things, I don't know why I stopped in the first place. I never stopped because I didn't like to do these things. It was always just a discipline issue. I felt energized being in my routines. The best part is I can multitask and watch basketball, listen to my favorite music, catch up on podcast episodes, or just spend time with my favorite people while I'm doing the things that I need to do. Lately, I've been enjoying mat Pilates guided workouts that I find on YouTube. It's slow and low impact movement that builds core strength and is apartment friendly, so we love that. It looks really easy, but before you know it, you're sweating and struggling to complete the last 10 seconds of each move. I like to pace myself when getting back into my routines so I don't burn myself out and then end up abandoning it for another month. Why is it always a month? Prioritizing moving my body is the goal, so whether I'm doing the mat Pilates or just walking, it's about moving my body daily. I have been watching Madeline Abade on YouTube. I hope I'm saying her name correctly. She has really good Pilates workout daily plans. Madeline's workouts focus on different things, so sometimes they're 5-minute abs or 15-minute abs and arms. You can do back, legs, and glute, or just full body, so I like that there's variation. She doesn't have a lot of repetitive moves within the workout, so you won't be bored. When I first started, I realized how much focus is required to keep your balance, and sometimes I'm so focused that I forget to breathe. But I really like getting out of my comfort zone, and the soreness the next day feels rewarding. Putting off trims can easily spiral into needing a haircut. From now on, I will be strict. Here I was doing a bare minimum trim, not realizing that I should have cut a little more than I did. Sometimes while I'm cutting my hair and I'm looking in the mirror, it's hard to gauge what needs to go and what doesn't, but looking back at videos, it's always clear as day. I have to remind myself that perfection is unobtainable and honestly unnecessary pressure. However, just because I can get away with not trimming my hair on time doesn't mean that I should delay it. At one point, I went 5 months without a trim and had to cut a few inches off. It was out of my comfort zone to do that too. Healthy hair not only looks but feels so much better than hair with struggling ends. I was thinking about getting new hair shears, but in the meantime, I've just been sharpening the ones that I have. An upgrade wouldn't hurt, and I think it would definitely motivate me to be more disciplined with my trims. Resetting also means making those appointments that I've put off. I went to the eye doctor to get my eyes checked recently, and to be honest, it's been over 3 years since my last appointment. Sometimes getting back into things that you haven't done in a long time can induce anxiety, but I'm dedicated to taking accountability for my life, and I deserve new frames too. Guys, I got new glasses. Let me show you. These are my old ones. They're cute. They're cute, they're clear, they're cat-eyed, and I feel like they fit my face. But I had them for 3 years, and I just was looking for, I don't know, these are like real girly. I wanted to have something that didn't match my vibe, but like complemented it and was like a little bit of a contrast. So I got these smaller frames. What the heck? You see how the vibe changed? Yes. I never have small frames that are squared. Oh my gosh, I feel so weird. I found a low-key cafe with a chill, kind of moody vibe. The smell of coffee beans in a dimly lit cafe, the distant chatter in the background, it's something that I live for. I got an apricot croissant with an almond milk cappuccino, and there's nothing more satisfying than coffee art. Thank you so much for watching. You did not find this for no reason. You are meant to be here. It's your sign to get more disciplined and reset your own routines. I'll be back just for you, so make sure you're back just for me, okay? See you soon. Bye.